Hey, welcome to Hampshire to all the. Wait a minute, I forgot how to say that.
Welcome
Good afternoon, Michigan, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding areas around you. There we go. It's her fault, folks, if I mess up.
Good thing I'm his co-host.
Yeah, and she's at fault if I mess
There you
up.
go.
Okay, and today we have the Hardy family. Are you Hardy? Are you happy-go-lucky? Is that name for all of you?
Sometimes.
Oh, I see. Okay. One of the things that I'm looking at, this family is a great family.
Yeah.
They really are. And the one thing I like about them is that they have a marvelous sense of humor.
I know, you have to with us.
I know, otherwise,
Thank you.
That's your fault. Otherwise, I'm going to slam you.
You have to with him.
Right. Not that I would ever slam anybody. You know,
I'm a
I've done it
baseball
once.
bat.
Yeah, I've done it more
Grand
than
slam.
once. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so honored today. And a lot of things have happened, but first of all, listen, let's introduce the family. We'll start with Papa Bear.
I'm Eric Hardy.
Keri Hardy.
Britney Hardy.
So, you have to put up with them too?
I mean, I'm not as good as it looks.
She's very mischievous.
Not her. I would never believe
His
that.
twin.
I think she looks like she could be a saint.
Yeah.
You know, how my hat is starting to come up on me.
Right?
No, actually, all I ask is people just to be themselves and don't be worried about it, you know. And one thing I will tell you, Britt, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got her name right. Yeah, that's unusual. Trust me when I say that, right?
Right.
Ed? I mean,
Yeah.
Eric?
Yeah, he's been calling me Ed for almost 2 years now.
Yeah? One thing I like about you, I like your personality. You're stubborn.
Yes.
You don't like to listen.
Yes.
I listen sometimes.
Well, okay.
What do you say?
I
You
like
don't
that.
like to.
I like that one. I got to remember sometimes.
You're also very spoiled.
Eh,
Yeah,
Yes.
even now. You could wrap your dad right around your little finger and look innocent doing it.
There's a possibility.
Mother, you can't do quite so much. What is it about, you know, it's like with my granddaughter. She can wrap me right around her little finger, and that's cool. But you know what? Isn't that what it's all about, me with kids?
Mm.
If you love your children, you're going to spoil them, and you're going to love them at the same time. I always say you can love your children, and if you don't have the money, and spoil them too.
Right.
But what I don't like is when I see children being spoiled with material things,
Right.
and they don't, and there's no love in there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Oh, in fact, Mary was right again. I got this hat at the Dollar Tree store. I got 2 new ones there. Now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the black strap.
Yeah. And one thing that I will tell you, and I fully believe in, is that you can buy them all the good gifts in the world, but if it's not love, it's meaningless. So, folks, we're going to just play. I don't know where we're going to go, but we're going to go.
That's all right.
You're okay with that, too, right? You're in
kind
high
of have
school?
to be. I'm
Uh,
here.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you can get up and walk the door, you know. But one thing I
Gonna
want
run
to...
away.
Except I have the keys.
There, see
I
what
don't
she
know where I
said.
am.
It's a long walk, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long of a drive is it?
45 minutes.
With who driving?
Her driving.
That's not
But if
bad.
you're driving, it's 50. I mean, it's 35 minutes.
Or maybe 25, depending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have a
wait,
driver's license also?
Yes.
You have your own car?
Yes.
Is it an older car?
No. Well, 2014.
Okay, you might want to have your brakes checked.
I just got my car fixed.
Oh, good. So good, because I like it when they jump ahead of it that way too. You know. I'm also will tell you. Well, we'll do your early reading first. How's that? You ready to be read?
Sure.
You haven't been read before?
A long time ago
I actually don't
in
need you,
Kittery.
but
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I don't even remember how long.
Yeah,
ago.
it's been a few
It's
years.
been a dragon's age since she's not there.
Shuffle.
anymore.
We're gonna do an early reading start off with, because if
Yeah,
I don't,
think that's good.
Mary's gonna smack me if I don't. Shuffle those for me.
I'm not very good at shuffling, but I can.
I
try.
No, I
gotta
just
see
want
if
your
I got a
energy.
wet
That's
noodle.
all.
Okay. What about another wet noodle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a second one noodle.
Mary, did you have a good time Sunday?
I did. Oh
Didn't
my
we,
God,
Mary?
folks, you should have been there at the cookout.
This one was like you
barbecue.
guys.
And
I like
there
food.
was everything and everything
now.
there for food. From dessert, I might as well say what you're saying, from nuts to dessert. It was there.
And we had fun.
And we did. And if you go away hungry, it's your own
Spread it right
fault.
out.
Spread them, just
And there's plenty of food to
Make a
take
mess.
home back
Oh,
with
she's
you.
good at
Anyone
that.
you want, yeah.
It was great.
And you know what was great? We were celebrating a guy's sobriety for
those
2
cards.
years.
they're very
Yeah.
shiny
That helped
It
out.
was good.
Okay, I want
You've
you to
lost
take
it.
out 5 cards without looking at them.
without looking
Yeah,
at
just
them.
Without looking at them. And I want you to think
Just
about
like slide
something
'em
you
up.
want to hold.
Slide them up.
No, just hold them down. That's it. I want you to make a wish for yourself, but I don't want to know about it.
Isn't that what
I didn't
wishes
get
are?
a wish last
Yeah.
night.
Don't tell people your wishes.
Right, think about a wish that something that you want to happen for you, but I don't want to know. When you've done that, let me know. Oh, she can count.
Sometimes.
Oh,
I don't know what math is.
Oh, are you good at math?
No.
Oh. Lazy in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you could be very good at it. You do a lot of procrastinating.
Yeah.
See, I love that
She's
she's
honest.
honest. You know, I also will tell you that you're very, which I think is a good thing, you're very selective of who you go out with. I don't see you as a drug addict. I don't see you as an alcoholic. I'm not saying you don't see a pull the alcohol once in a while, or
Right.
maybe smoke a homemade cigarette once in a while. No, none of that.
Nope,
But
just
I
alcohol.
actually think your parents taught you very well. But stop yelling at them.
I wish I had my camera that time.
You get a picture of that one, Scott?
That is
I
on
wish
the
you
record.
could have seen that one, folks.
That
The,
was on
the
the record.
desire will happen for you, but it's going to take a little time. Don't be so impatient. Once in a while, your dad is right. Maybe not often, but once in a while. Okay. Are you employed right now?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a customer service associate at Lowe's.
Ooh, it takes a lot of patience, huh?
Oh, yes, it does.
And you know
Or a
what?
lot of text
I would be
messages
one
to
of
mom.
the ones that would give you a hard time. You talk on the phone or in the people?
Both.
No? Okay. I'm not a very nice guy on the phone or in person at times. I've just learned how to be nice to waitresses and to treat them with respect, to be honest with you. And I always felt I was, but then one lady, she taught me a really valuable lesson. I never forgot it. This is your year for a lot of positive changes happening for you. Okay, it really is. I also will tell you might have your car fixed, but there's still something wrong with a muffler. And I'm also seeing you might need to use maybe have to have some oil change. Was your oil changed?
Recently this year.
Why am I sensing? I'm seeing like a small leak.
I'm not sure.
I truly hope I'm wrong, 'cause those are expensive.
Well, I mean, technically, I did just get my muffler fixed. It was a
Okay.
piece
Yeah.
of my
They
muffler that
haven't
was
fixed
broken.
it right.
I would hope my uncle fixed it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, literally, it just got fixed today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's not fixed right.
Okay.
It'll be 5 for 3 months.
Oh, that'll give you time.
Right?
It'll be another part that'll break.
There you go. I hope that you can prove. When I'm stuff like that, I like to have people prove me wrong. You know, I really do. Okay. Who's Eric besides your dad? Who's Eric? Hey, I got your name right.
Right?
Folks, you're not going to believe it. I actually did. I see you meaning someone with the name of Eric.
No, I
Has a-
avoid other people's names with Eric.
Well, he has a lot of your dad's similarities.
Firefighters.
Okay. Most women will have will go in on a gentleman like they have the similarities of your dad. Okay. If he does stand in a corner and smack you around once in a while, you know, she probably deserves it. No, folks, I'm only kidding. When people say, I have to be careful. Right, Mary?
Yeah.
One thing I'm also seeing, too, is that you really are a very good kid. I'd like to see, are you a college graduate?
No.
I would probably tell you to take a course in like an associate's degree just for you, not anybody else, because I want you to prove to other people whenever you start, you will finish. You're very easy to start a program and then say, I've had enough, or it's boring, or because you need something that's going to be challenging. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't like repetitive.
That's right.
I don't like repetitive.
No, so you need, like where you're going, I actually see you giving a different, your friends aren't watching, all right? That your co-workers?
No.
Okay. Can actually see you get either a promotion where you're at now or you're getting a different job altogether. I also see one of the jobs that you will do, that I can see you with. You like to travel?
Yes.
I do see you getting a job, but that's why I would like to get you maybe a small junior college, like a business education and funny. You're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. Okay. No one, your dad's encouraged you, right?
Mm.
But they always wonder when you're going to give up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to prove them all wrong. But do it for you. And I'll be your biggest support. Anything you do and you need help with just Facebook, then we'll talk. I'll bitch slap him while we're talking. That way he can't touch you. I can do it spiritually, see?
Right.
Yeah.
Dad'll be sitting there going,
What is that? What keeps hitting me in the face? Norm.
You also, one of the things that you see, you're a very, very old soul. You've been here many times. I would also encourage you to study crystals and do a reading with crystal. And I also would tell you if you did stone reading, like, okay, you'll be good. You have a lot of powerful energy, but sometimes it's misdirected. And that makes sense. When you got a temper tantrum, you have a temper tantrum. That's when people need to get up and leave the room until you get over it. It's 9 out of 10, you don't even know why you're having it. It's a lot of the...
she'll even say that, I don't know why.
Yeah, I know it's negative attention, really, okay? You're a pretty good driver. But you got to stay on your own side of the road when you're going around the curve.
I'm on my side.
Like you said, you got to stay on your own side of the road or you're going to get into an accident and guess whose fault it will be. I also think when you get your voice and stop being so shy, I also think you'll make a great politician. I really do. It'll take you 2 more years to get over your shyness. And when you do, you're not going to ever stop talking.
Oh.
You talk a lot now?
She can.
Around people that I know.
Right, okay. But don't ever be afraid to speak your mind. If you hurt people's feelings, oh well, that's life.
They'll get
I've
over
learned
it.
that the
Right.
hard way, you know. I also will tell you, you're going to win a big lawsuit. You said, what lawsuit? I'm not even one yet.
Right.
Okay? But it's going to be someone...
Remember us.
Remember I told you that, you got to stay on your side of the road.
Mhm.
Okay, number 1. Number 2, I actually see you... We can avoid it, but I actually see you being in a lawsuit with rear-ending somebody, and it won't be your fault. Technically, they will say what you can, but you can't. I also... One thing I'm also going to tell you is, the job that you have is pretty discriminative, isn't it?
They're pretty good at making you do things that's not your task,
Yeah.
but you don't get paid for doing stuff that's not
And
your job.
also, are there men working there too?
Yes.
And they have more, they're more power than you do,
Yes.
which is wrong. And you got there 2 other people there. I'm not going to go into a race or anything like that, but there's a lot of favoritism in that company you work for.
Maybe in the higher ups.
Of course. What I do you like what you do?
I mean, I like the people I work with, some of them, but I wouldn't continue working there for the rest of my life.
Oh, no. Just poke them in the eye.
That'd be fun.
Oh, I said that one. Folks, I'm only kidding. I said that one time, remember that?
You get
And,
phone calls.
oh, I got a phone
Leave.
call, and I got a phone call, and I ended up taking a kid to McDonald's, and he poked his mother in the eye, and I said, no. So,
I'm not an eye poker, I'm an ear poker.
well, that's
You're
okay,
a biter.
too.
Yes, I'm a biter.
You're a biter?
I'm a biter.
That's because you have a lot of animalistic tendencies about you. You can probably growl, too.
Yeah.
You have a violent temper when you get going, huh?
It's the hair.
Yeah. But you get over it very quickly. One thing I would encourage you to do when you think that you're going to lose your control, walk out of the house. But you like to instigate.
Gee, what did
And
you
your
do this
father
morning?
does too, so... And your mother's always stuck in the middle of it, huh?
Oh, like right now.
Yeah. So it's a natural form, see? One thing I do see meaning someone that's going to be really important to you. I still see the name, it could be a middle name or someone going through another. But I also see meaning someone that you're going to be really very... We're going to start out with liking. First, you're not going to like him, I'm sorry. But then he's going to be like a moth that grows on a tree, and he's going to cling on to you, okay? And then whoever you go out with, you're always going to be in control. The poor guy, you don't work enough hours, get out there and go to work, No, actually, when you love someone, you're very caring, especially with animals, huh?
Yes, I like
Do you ever
animals
listen
more
to
than
'em?
humans. I mean, I guess.
You talk to them a lot.
I do talk to my cats a lot.
But do you listen to them? Do it telepathically. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Do it with them. You have a dog?
3.
3? But are they yours?
No.
But do you yell at them?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're always in the way.
What if you're in the way with them? And they're yelling right back at you.
Yeah, everything like that.
Okay?
Really?
They're always in the way.
They're always in the way.
But instead of yelling at them, just love them. Because you would miss them if something happened to them. You don't need to yell at them to get their attention. They'd always... See, what you're doing when you see the dog, you're yelling at, you see the reflection of yourself. Does that make sense to you? You're a good kid. Stop doubting yourself. You're smart, right?
Sometimes.
You're smart, right?
I'm close. Just saying.
You're also beautiful. And when you say yes,
Yes.
you're a winner, right?
Sure.
And I'll tell you why I say that. You especially. I want you to all look in the mirror and say, you know what, I am a winner. Because you dress yourself, right? You go to work, yell at the dogs. You also feed them too when they need to be fed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You take a lot of responsibility. Okay. And I think that's awesome. You're a pretty good driver.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
You're better than your father.
I don't think so.
No, I think it's.
Better than your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Here we
you.
go. Pick on mom again, right?
Y'all can walk home.
There you go.
Just
But-
saying.
She's a driver.
But the one thing I look about you, you've got to stop downing yourself so much. I really would encourage you to say, and for all 3 of you, just repeat after me now. I am beautiful inside.
I
I'm beautiful inside.
I am beautiful outside.
I am
very
beautiful outside.
I love me for who I am,
I love me for who I am,
not what I am.
not what I am.
And I am a winner.
And I am
a winner.
Loud. Loud.
I am a winner.
Okay. Aren't you?
Wasn't
Huh?
there for
Aren't
me.
you a winner?
Yes.
Practice that every day.
Mm-hmm.
You go to work, right? Doesn't that make you a winner?
Yes.
All you got to do is smack the boss in the head once.
Huh?
Smack your boss in the head.
Oh, yeah, no.
Why not?
Because A, he's bigger than me. It's just A.
There's no B or C.
This is going to be a fun. Mary and I carried the show last week, like I said. And of course, I'm going to come in, and we didn't think I was going to make it back on time
Right.
because of that young boy. And boy, is she going to get it. I know when she goes to prison, I know some people there that she won't make it out alive. You don't kill a child. I'm sorry.
No.
Because you're mad at the ex-husband. You just don't do that. And then never got put in the newspaper.
I'd never heard.
I didn't hear
when
anything
you had told
about
me
it.
about it. I had never heard it.
And we prefer not to, I guess. One thing I will tell you, you're going to meet a gentleman who you're going to like, learn to maybe fall in love with. He is going to be altogether different than what you imagine you'll have for a person. You like him rich? Or
Not
a good
really.
or a good personality?
Yeah.
He's kind of an odd duckling.
That's okay. I'm odd too.
Yeah. He will actually meet your dad's approval.
That's old-fashioned, which is good.
Your dad is very old-fashioned. I would not want to be the person that would hurt you because he would go, you know.
He's got lots of pretty guns.
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about that. By the way, you get rid of your governor. She looks like she could be impeached.
Oh, really?
So,
One of the things I do see you getting a new job, and almost like working in an insurance company, where they start you out like a little bit more money than you're making now, and looks like you have good benefit. And I'm not going to tell you it's going to be all right away, that it will happen. Did your grandmother on your mother's side pass? Did your mother pass?
No.
no, her aunt passed.
My aunt did.
Was some of that, was your aunt your aunt close to her?
No.
And was someone that was close to you that had passed?
Just Lily.
Now who's Lily?
An 18-year-old.
Oh, okay. She was pretty sick?
No,
Oh, I mean, what did she die of?
she crashed into a tree. She was under the influence.
Yeah, so she was sick.
Yes.
And her spirit had already left her body. Usually when someone gets into it like that, you know how when you hit your head you get a concussion? Of course, I've always had a concussion. So I use that for an excuse, But you know how, because then what happens is the spirit will come around not knowing if they should go to the other side or if they should stay here or what. But when this woman, her time was up, so she was really doing okay. But I've seen another older woman too. This woman that was your friend, you said, was your best friend like? Or just someone that you knew, right?
Someone that I knew, yeah.
I want you to know, she told me to tell you, do not do what she did. In other words, don't drink and drive. I don't see you as a heavy drinker.
Social, that's it.
Yeah, I can't even see you. A martini would pass you right out.
No, she actually keep up with me.
She can keep up with her father.
I think it's the margaritas that would kick me. So
Yes.
Yeah, see, it's the stuff in the margaritas that makes you sick. It's not the booze itself. And I always had to drink all my liquor straight, unless I would have a martini girl, And, one thing I also will tell you is the person I see you meeting will be like 5 years older than you, and this person has a child. Okay, and he has visitation to the child, and actually, you're going to help him through your relationship be able to get his child that because the mother and the psychologist have lied about it. I believe you might have already known him at one time. You might have gone to school with him. Like I said, he's kind of like a weird duck, But he's a heck of a nice guy, and he has to be in order to meet your father's approval. So your father doesn't want you to leave the household. You know that, right?
he definitely does.
He wants to keep you under that little umbrella,
Are you
right,
guys
Mom?
I want her to spread her wings.
But you want to make sure that you
I
clip
want
it
to
till
make,
she
I'll
gets
make sure
there.
she's safe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you gotta let her go out on her own. You live at home?
Yeah.
You ready to go out on your own?
I would have been had I not fallen into credit cards.
Isn't that a horrible disease? I had a $64,000 credit card I ran up. Luckily, I had the money in my trust fund, and my lawyer took my credit card and cut it in half.
Yeah, I closed out all of mine, and I'm paying them off slowly.
And you know what? That's a good thing. By the time you're 32, you're going to have your own house. But you're working
It's
to
not
be
that far
honest. Okay. I also will tell you, no, you're not ready to go out on your own either. You're too terrified. And you know what? There's no. I want you to understand. Brett, right? Did I get a name right again?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I
Yep.
did. Okay.
I
3 times in
know.
a row.
3 times.
And one thing I want you to understand: there's no such thing as failure. It's a learning experience. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you failed, because you haven't. You cut them off on your own, the credit cards, right?
Mhm.
So doesn't that mean that's not a failure, is it? How high are the bills?
I just closed out one card, like officially paid it off with taxes. So I'm down quite a lot more than I thought I'd be.
I bet. Yeah. It'll take a couple more years.
Probably.
But I would also tell you that I do see you. You do like where you're working, but the pay isn't that great, right?
It's atrocious.
See, that's what I don't like about New England area. They will not pay the people that rightly deserve it, And you can't live on what it, $7.25 or $7.45 minimum state law?
You can't do it.
Yeah, I think it's like
You can't.
$8.50 now, and it's Lowe's pays competitively, so you're not making $8. It's based on what you've done
Experience.
experience.
And they want you to pay $1,000 a month for an apartment.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
And unfortunately, people.
If
have
you're
to
lucky.
Work, yeah, and then people have to work 2 jobs, or something like that. But I'd like to see you go online and get further your education. I think you can do it. One of the things I know about you is that when you like something, you can really do a great job with it. When you don't like something, you can be a procrastinator, like there's no tomorrow. I'll get it effing done when I am ready. Because you would use that word, right?
Sometimes.
I mean, I have a tendency to be a sailor when it comes to lovely words like that.
Me too. I also will tell you that you're very protective of people around you. like your friends.
Mhm.
Your dad and mom, your dad doesn't need protection, trust me. Okay. But you're also very defensive of people, too. If you know if they're doing something that trying to improve their life or whatever, you're one of the people that would be the first one to help them, first one to compliment them. I can actually see you working with in a home or working with like people that have disabilities, or people that go like children that are orphans or homeless or whatever, because you do have that kind of a heart because your parents have taught you how to do that. Your parents may have spoiled you, and I know they have. Are you an only child?
Yes.
You should have been a twin. But the twin
Didn't I say that?
decided.
I said, imagine if there was two of me.
Yeah.
I say that.
Oh my Lord, mercy! Imagine two of them here on the show. Oh,
Technically 3 if you include him.
I do see you not too far away having a boy. Then I see you having a girl.
Yeah, I see. I've actually noticed that a lot. There's a lot of things that pop up around me that tell me that I'm going to have a boy. Like I see blue and anything boy related.
However, you cannot allow your father to tell you how to bring up your child, nor your mother. You cannot allow them to bring him. Help, absolutely.
Right.
However, you can't depend on them to bring your child up for you.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You just push your spirit away.
No, it was a piece of hair floating.
Oh, no, it comes down this way. We have angels that send hair down, don't we? That
Yes.
we have a lot of
Yeah.
people. Yeah, one of your people that were on this show.
Yes, Jamie.
Debbie, yeah, that angel actually came up and started talking with her, and we haven't seen her since. Are you involved with the, what is it called?
S.T.U.R.S.
S.T.U.R.S. Are you
No.
involved with that? Does it interest you?
Yes.
Start your own group.
I mean, we've thought about
No, I want you,
me.
and your dad can be an advisor. However, don't allow him to overtake it. Your dad is like you, too. You both have a tendency to overtake things, no one control things. But I would truly, and I'm not saying anything against S.T.U.R.S. I just want you to know that. I
No,
talk
no, I
to
understand.
Steve all the time. But I want you to be able to have the younger generation and do a lot of research before you go. One thing I will tell you is you will be very successful with it. Have your dad and mom join you? Absolutely. And don't be afraid to ask him for guidance or help, okay? Because I think when S.T.U.R.S. is in what he's in now, he holds himself back too much. And there are too many leaders and not enough Indians. You know, he won't say anything bad because they're his friends, but I have a right to. But I think you could really do a great job. I love your aura. You have a beautiful aura. Then you have a lot of beautiful red, yellow, and blue. Your aura will change frequently, okay? Because when you're red, that aura is really dark red. But when you're in a really happy mood, your aura is like a baby blue with green around it, okay? And don't be afraid to talk to your angels. You have a lot of angels that surround you wherever you go. You want a speeding ticket?
Do I want a speeding
Yeah.
ticket? No.
I'm serious. That's slow down.
I mean, I get one warning like every 2 years, so.
Well, this isn't going to be a warning. Remember, you have a female Democratic governor now. But this is a warning. Slow down. You know how I told you about you, remember next, somebody, because this guy's going to come to a stop, and you're going to have to, so please. Basically, you can be a good driver, but then your mind, if the music is just right, your mind is into the music, or if you're talking on you do a Bluetooth, right?
No, I actually am scared to talk and text and
Good,
to
that's a
talk to
pause,
people on the
good.
phone when I'm driving.
Good, that's a good thing, because you do have that tendency to not concentrate on what you're doing, But I think that's a good thing for you. People should follow your example. Don't you agree?
Yes, there's
Hear
too many
that,
out
folks?
there.
She doesn't even talk on the cell while she's driving. You idiot, nincompoop, you should not even be talking on the phone.
Yeah, how
Because
many?
then you lose that.
Yeah.
A lot of accidents.
How
A
many?
woman plowed into a gas station tank. You've done that?
No, I've gotten hit by a woman that was She ran a red light because
Yeah.
she was on her phone. She
The
ran me
How
over.
many
cops have a
do you
hard
see
time
when it
enforcing
comes to
it,
get here?
and it's against the law. But
Yeah.
cops have a hard time. I see it on the street where I live all the
Yeah.
time.
You know what's funny too is the demographic of people that are on their phones the majority of the time aren't millennials. They're people like baby boomers and older. I see them
Yeah.
on the phones more than I see people my age on the phones.
And you're right. It's very rare. Oh yeah. Or they're from the cops even talk on the phone, and the people don't want to go down my street. And they're like this too. I'm going.
I've seen them using the computer while they're driving.
Me too. Well, you know what they say? They call it a state of an emergency. Because I turned the cop in on one time. He went through a red light while he was talking on the phone. Well, it must have been a state of emergency. I go, really? The siren wasn't going? I said, and everything, you know.
Look at that woman a while back. We seen here she is. She's got a phone up, looking at herself and putting on makeup.
Yeah. Well, hell, I used to do that. I didn't want my makeup to run. So I used to hold a mirror like that, and you know, no, you don't do it. You're a good driver, but you got to learn how to relax. I'm going to call you a good driver. I don't care what they say.
No. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you really have to learn, you know, because if you think that there's something bad's going to happen, guess what? Something bad will happen.
Yeah, I've
It's
tried.
called the law of attraction.
One thing I'm also going to tell you, I hope I'm wrong, but you're going to be in a store when some idiot's going to walk in there, give me all your money now. Okay, to some poor little girl. They go to him when like a person unexpected, they go to something like that. And for some reason, I don't know what there is, but your temper's going to get the better of you or whatever. You're going to defend that young lady and that guy. Do you know karate?
No.
Oh,
I know how to kick a guy where it counts.
Okay, because I think that could be, because I do see you actually defending that lady, and you're going to walk away because you don't want any recognition out of it, you know. And we'll let the cop take the hero if they want to be, you know. But I do see that actually happening, you know, and we can prevent it too, so it doesn't happen with you. But when you feel danger around, you become more intense. You know, you're more observant. You don't take anything for granted, do you?
Not really.
No. Are you an artist?
Kind of.
That's part of your psychic ability. Draw out your anger. Don't take it out on your parents. Draw out your anger. You're a volcano ready to explode because you always hide your anger in here. And unfortunately, all three you feed into it, you know, you all feed it into it, okay? I also will tell you, if they tell you that you can't do it, I don't want you to say, oh, they said I can't do it, so I'm not going to try. When I am going to tell you to do it, I want you to go ahead and show them that they're wrong. You have a right to be right. Whatever job you complete or whatever you go back to school, prove to your parents you're not a quitter. Because they already make up their mind, well, she probably will not complete it. Show them, encourage them, make them encourage you. I don't see you as a nurse, do you? And all that pukey and poopy, no, that's not who you are. Do I see you as a kid?
Don't mind the sight of blood as long as it's not mine.
There you go. I could see you working like in an insurance company, you know, working, you know, as an entry data or something. Because believe me, you really are a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. You have a high school diploma, right?
Yes.
And when you're in college, check it out. Don't let me down. Well, you'll let yourself down, okay? I want you to say, you know what? I am and I can do anything I put my mind to. When you're ready to travel, they're not going to hold you back. You're going to be traveling all over the United States. But you're going to be with someone that you're going to love. And I actually look at him in a military outfit, like an Air Force or a Navy. And Dad, you've
Don't
got to
go to
let it go.
Flyboy.
Well, he's in or was
He was in the Navy.
in the Navy. The guy that I'm talking to right now.
Okay. And that's what still is. That's you. Or he may re-enlist, okay?
I mean, he didn't want to get out, but
Yeah.
his past
Yeah.
kind of made him. So
Yeah, he wasn't a very good boy. He was asked to leave.
Um,
I'm not sure. You haven't met him in person, right?
not yet.
I'm not comfortable with him. But you have to. So you're like I am. We
The
have
one
to
she's
find
talking
out
to
for
now, or the
ourselves.
one that's still in the service?
The one that he's talking to now. Okay, you learned the hard way. You have to find out for yourself. Then mommy and daddy have to go pick up the pieces, and that's okay. That's their job. You know, you're talking to a person that is in the service now.
Was.
Wasn't it? But I see you meeting another one too. Are you meeting them online?
Yes. I'm always working. I can't meet them any other way.
But there's a very dangerous thing too. I'm
Yeah,
going to
but I
send
meet
you
them in
some
public
info.
places.
Yeah, as long as you meet them in public places. I'm going to send you some info on a friend of mine who runs a dating service. Okay, and I'll send you because she comes been on my show. Actually, she's a good. And I think you might have met her at the event that I had. Elaine, you know.
Yeah, the name rings a bell.
Yeah. What was the name of her show, Scott? Interactive dating or something like that. Or
Oh,
whatever.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be domesticated. You will never be domesticated. It's not, you may sweep a floor, but I guarantee you somebody will have to sweep it up after you. You don't like the way I did it, then do it yourself. I can tell you, I'm the same way. You know, I'll wash every floor in the house, but I will not sweep them. Nothing, I hate anyone that's sweeping a floor. You know, but I don't mind washing them. I also will tell you that your whole attitude when you get your own place is going to be a lot different. Although mommy's going to have to come over. Mommy's going to have to come over and make sure the house is clean. Daddy and Papa's going to make sure you got food in the house. You know, so you might as well stay where you are now for a couple more years. You really are sensitive, aren't you? You not too long ago broke up with someone?
I haven't really dated anybody in a while.
Kind of hurt your feelings?
Yes.
Kind of pissed your father off?
A lot. I wouldn't say kind of. I would say definitely.
I don't think they just know what I already did. I think they can. A lot of times you use it by the words.
Yeah.
But I also will tell you that I think you have some great parents. I really do. I'm not saying that because they're sitting there, and it would not bother me if they weren't. If they weren't, it wouldn't bother me one way or the other. I think they know me enough long enough to know that. You have an uncle? You have a brother?
I did. He passed
You
away.
have. Okay. He died in an accident.
I died of a stroke.
He was a nice guy, but hard living. He was not like you.
No. Well, we had some similarities, but he was a lot older.
Yeah.
He
But he also is very happy where he's at right now. I also will tell you that if you ever act like your father, he's going to kick your butt. Whatever that means, I don't know.
I could see where he's coming from.
Yeah, he also told me that there are 3 dogs with him. I don't know if they're his, yours, or whomever, but there are 3 dogs. He really had a very caring heart.
Yes.
But he also could be very cold.
Yes.
Okay. And he had mood swings, but there was no tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see that.
A lot of that because his brain wasn't functioning properly. His stroke that he had should have been avoidable.
Yes.
Yes.
But he went to the hospital and they didn't want to really take care of him.
He chose to try to do it naturally versus taking the medication. And
When the medication was given a reflex, it was not doing what it was supposed to be doing.
Right.
Okay. And he was ready to go. He really was. And he says, just don't follow his footsteps. He had children.
yes.
He didn't have a good relationship with them.
Oh, he had an excellent relationship,
Really?
at least with Jordan.
Well,
I
he
mean,
didn't
they
think
were
he did.
close.
Yeah. He said he should have been a better father.
I can see him saying that.
Yeah, okay. He never had a lot of confidence in himself, did he?
I honestly, I don't. I was 6 years old when he got married, so
Yeah. Well, that's what.
So-
He also told me he wish he could have done what you did, hell raising.
he wrote the book.
When he said you were a bigger hell raiser.
There's a possibility, but I'm on camera.
Okay. But one thing I also will tell you, your mom and dad also passed?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, my mother and father are still alive.
Are you okay with them?
My father and I are actually slowly.
Reconnecting again?
Yeah.
Because of you?
Because of her.
More her.
So you were encouraging him?
No, I
No.
was born.
Just, she was born.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But both of you have to still forgive each other. And you're still working on it. Because I will tell you right now, Eric, you have a lot of hidden anger that you need to get rid of.
I don't see that. Really? Me? Angry? No. Sarcasm.
I know. Sarcasm. Actually, your wife does too. She's a happy-go-lucky person on the outside. But I'm willing to bet if she started to write down all her anger issues, they would be that high and stacked. I'm a firm believer in writing.
Mm-hmm.
And really write out all your issues and see. And yours would start from childhood. You have actually buried a lot of them.
He's talking to you.
I know.
Well, she's not that sweet, meek and mild lady that you see sitting there.
Yeah, huh?
Right?
Don't even.
I was until I met him.
What, meek and mild?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have boots on today.
I do.
Yeah, oh, I love her boots. One thing, do you have any questions, by the way? No. So, Ed, tell me about your surge. the audience.
S.T.U.R.S is Seeking the Unknown Realm.
You might want to bring the mic closer to you.
No.
Otherwise, he's going to yell.
That's right. Yeah, so S.T.U.R.S is it's the Speaking the Unknown Realm Society, and we will go to people's homes if they have concerns, and we'll do anything from, it depends on whatever. I mean, we cover all spectrums: paranormal, alien, cryptozoology. If somebody thinks that they have a knock in their attic, we'll actually go up in their attic and see what's going on. I mean, it could be anything from a mouse to a ghost. I mean, we will research the property. We'll research the land. I'll do a geological survey of the land, history of the land, and try to have a good based history before we go in on the people, on the land, on the home.
Now you're talking about the spirits, right?
Anything.
Yeah, 'cause the term I dislike the most is ghost.
Right.
It's so child acting, like the Ghost Hunters. Remember that TV show,
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, and all that?
And the thing with Ghost Hunters is that wasn't their name. They were the Atlantic Paranormal Society, but TV made them the Ghost Hunters, and they didn't even care for that, but they really didn't have a choice.
You know the sad part on stuff like this? Everybody thinks they're a paranormal group or all these other things. And the one thing I found about yours is I like the respect that you have for it. I like the fact that you respect the spirits or the ghosts or what do you want to call it. I think that you show them a lot of kindness. I show them that you're not going to try to overwhelm them.
Right.
Otherwise I wouldn't have you back on again. I think you know that because I just don't. First of all, I have a hard time with it. I feel that that you're invading their space unless you're there with spirit permission.
Right.
You may have the owner of the property's permission, but I do believe this: if you don't have the spirit and permission from the spirit, you're going to go nowhere.
Agree.
Have you ever had one of your machines blow up on you?
Yes.
That's kind of freaky, man. But I mean, I didn't want you to talk to him, right?
I want to refer to it as a temper tantrum because it was one of my meters that went crazy, and then all of a sudden one of my cameras got thrown off a mantle.
Then go, I'm going to blow you up. But I've actually done house clearings.
Mm-hmm.
I did one, and I told the lady, if you're going to allow them to come back in after we clear your house, then let's not waste my time.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer in that, because they'll come back tenfold.
Right.
One thing I also will tell you, the person that you meet will be very into the paranormal. So I think that's why I really want you to encourage you to start your own little team. Just don't wear a bikini because then you'll distract the spirits.
Yeah, no, we're good.
She's neon white.
We'll put your father in a song. Think that would scare the spirits away?
I would rock it.
I would probably be scarred for
They have new
life.
Mary, you have any
animals
questions
in
to
there.
ask him about paranormal?
Yeah,
While you
where-
go to the bathroom?
I know you have like machines and everything.
Mhm.
Do they speak through the machine?
They have this. The ghost hunting community, the spirit hunting community, is kind of like the equipment is ungodly expensive, but they have equipment where they can actually manipulate the energy field around it, and I find that works better than some of these other big pricey machines. But I've heard voices on in real life, of course. We've gotten voices on the EVP recordings, but I have found that 9 times out of 10 I will get my best results using dowsing rods or using a pendulum with a voice recorder. All the other pricey equipment that we use,
Yeah, just what would you call? I guess they're called an orb.
Yep.
I caught it. No one else could catch it. I caught an angel on my phone.
Right.
No one else. This is like 2 years ago, and it's just like I wanted to take a picture where I was in New Bedford, and I looked at it and said, "Oh my God, it looks like an angel with a horn, and the wings on the back." So I says to Danny, I says, "Take a picture in that corner." He could not. Celia came in with her camera, and she's an expensive camera, clicked it, and she said, "I get nothing." I clicked it, and the angel was still there.
Sweet. That's good.
And then I would say a month ago, I had this young man on singing, and I loved that song. It was called "My People." And I happened to look to my right, and I see it seemed like it was about this big,
Mhm.
and it went from over here and back of him, right out that wall.
Yep.
I caught it on my phone, but no one else could catch it. But I caught it.
Probably only wanted you to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened. That's happened quite a bit. Really weird. I mean, you can catch him, especially because a lot of people. We normally, when we take pictures or video, we throw out a lot of orb. What they people will call orbs, and the way that we. Unless, because I mean, everything has a current. The whole room has a current, so you can find the way that things are moving. If things are moving in the same fashion all the time, it's usually dust particles. But if you have something that comes in, stops, then goes off in a different direction, doesn't follow current.
Yeah, well, this one, I
Right.
followed it and went right across and back of him,
Right.
almost stopped in back of Chris, and it went slow, and zoom out there.
Yeah.
It looked like it went right through the wall.
Right.
I caught it. I got it here on my phone.
Now, you and I saw one
Yeah.
last week.
Yep.
Last week, it was like a light that was on going,
You know,
and they just caught me, and it was like, and the other one to just disappear.
Right.
and the ladies that are over there, we always feel them coming. By the way, the ladies think you're cool. They like you. And seriously, because we had when you were the first time you were on,
Yep.
there's always, and there was this one lady that they would not want to go. They talked with her for remember that,
Mhm.
Is she still with your group?
Yes.
And yeah, quite a few members.
They're at 9 right now. I have kind of stepped back a little bit because of my medical issues.
And
I don't
it's
wanna-
also telling you they want you and your daughter and you to start one of your own. What do
Yeah.
you think?
We've talked about it.
I mean, we've gone out on our own and done our own
I
investigations and stuff
think
like that. But
that actually because a lot of the ones that are in your group, and I'm not knocking any of them. Well, I am, but that's okay. They're there just for the name of it to the Indian. They're not really into looking for the spirits.
Right.
We had a guy that came on my show, and one of the great guys, doing their best, but he kept trying to tell me, oh, I'm being burned, something grab you, oh, I'm being burned. I'm looking at him, okay, how many beers have you had? I have never yet heard of an orb or a spirit grabbing anybody.
Right, and we were just having this conversation the other day with a young lady at the Strand, and because they were talking about, have you ever been touched or whatever, and I personally don't allow the spirits to use my energy. There's enough energy around them that they can use, but they're attacks. What about like scratches and stuff? And the way my personal feeling is that the spirit's not attacking somebody. When you see these quote unquote scratch marks, they're energy. We're energy. If they were to reach out and touch me, that's a transference of energy, and what you're seeing is more of an energy type burn, or your skin reacting to that energy transfer. That's just my personal belief. I don't have a lot of data to back it up, but it's just what I believe.
You're the spirit data.
Right.
Okay? I gotta say this, Eric. Oh my God, I got his name right here.
I know.
Oh, my heart. Oh. That's because
You're doing good.
Yeah, that's because he's a Republican, see. No, but one thing that I do know is that a lot of these people, we will, like they had this one show that was on, and I don't know how many times, that I was watching on this station, and oh my God, they had this red light and yellow light. If your nail flash their yellow light or green light, whatever, make it flash and nothing. If your nail, make it flash, nothing happen. If you want to talk to them, doing all this stuff, nothing happened. So they moved to another area to talk to them, and they had this long string, an orange with black numbers on it. And they can always remember, and then they were talking about this on and on about black male and female. And all of a sudden I'd seen this movie and I said, oh my God, they're really communicating. The idiots, what they did was they showed a fan running on the paper. And then they went to a cemetery. I don't know why people think all the spirits are in a cemetery. They went to visit this one woman cemetery, her gravesite, I know. Okay. I think they was mommy or whatever. If you're here, talk to us. And then I love the demonic removal people. What are they called? Demonic?
And demonologists.
Yeah, stuff like that. I think that whenever people want to believe, because people are gullible, people will follow. I don't believe in demons. Do I think there's bad energy? Absolutely.
Right.
Do I think there's great energy? You know what? We all have bad energy. You agree with that? We all are bipolar. Oh, if they can't name something wrong with you, then you're bipolar. So actually, you have 3 different personalities, possibly 4. When you're happy, you have that real giddy, happy, childish voice. When you're angry, you have this really dark voice, right? And it kind of escalates quite loud. And then you have this other voice where you're always out to try to make people happy. You have this really nice way, right? And then when you're sad and weepy, you have another voice. Every one of us have more than that. Everyone has some kind of personality changes. You agree with that? I think everyone's are bipolar. It's just another name to get the doctor to give you medication. That's like, he's schizophrenia and paranormal. I mean, paranoid. A lot of it is because they're talking to people from the past. They're not sure. This is my own opinion, folks. And being the queen, so I'm always right. But anyway, but they hear voices from the other side, because a lot of times a person may die in a car accident or whatever, and they're not sure, because you know how we talked about the concussion, they're not sure if they should be here or if they should be on the other side.
Right.
Okay, and so you see the rent, and I've seen the rent. No medication can touch them. You, my dear young man, you have a soothing effect on the spirits when you're there. You don't get rattled. You don't get scared. You show them love. You can be really bossy, but you don't. But you also know that they're there, and if you feel that you're invading their space, you're very gentle to them.
Yes.
Do you go on their hunts too?
I've done some, yeah. Like the one he was talking about with his camera being thrown off that was almost hit me.
Cameron wasn't too. No, Spirit wasn't too happy, huh?
No. No.
So you wear the witch's cloak and the dagger and all that. No, I think what I really don't like it when they go to an abandoned building
Right.
and they walk into, oh, we're going to release the spirits, okay, but they're walking into an area that they were not invited to go
Right.
into.
Yeah, no, that's...
You can take a nap if you want. I watch your face too, right? But do you agree with that? Do you think anyone should have the right to go into an abandoned building without permission from the spirits?
I think anytime you want to get in contact with a spirit, you should get its permission first.
Thank you. Give me 5. But I agree with that. That's why I think.
Right.
I think that I would try to. It would take a time. I can see you on a travel station. When you decide that this is what you will want to do, Mom, you're going to be right in it, just as involved in it as you are. God, you have that nosy spirit. You need to know what's going on. You pretend you don't.
Oh, I think it's kind of cool.
I've done exorcism myself on things like that. I've been slammed against a wall. Next time I do something like an exorcism and they want me to do, I'll give you a call. You come down and work with me. How's that? See, I do remove on spirits. I don't. Both of you can come. I don't remove. I don't clear the houses. I have done it and I do it, but I do a lot more exorcism on people, and that's when it can be fun. I had a lady one time that I was doing it on, and I had this born again Christian on with me, and they had this counter, and he knelt down behind us. In the name of Jesus, be gone. In the name of Jesus. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Once you start,
Guess you watched that movie a little too many times.
Yeah. Once you start doing an exorcism on somebody or a house, you cannot stop, because what you're going to be doing is you're getting them more energy power to come back at you. It took me 2.5 hours to get, and when that got out of her system, it looked like a big long snake coming out. You see these green snakes that you stuffed green snakes, with a long tongue out. And then I said, no, I don't want to leave. And I go, you aren't leaving? And I mean, Jesus said, get out of it all. And I swear to God, if you had been there, Eric, you could have seen her. And the way she fell on the floor, it would have gave you and I a concussion. That's how hard she fell. Wow. Then I found out she didn't believe in what we did, and her house burned down 2 weeks later. Mm. Well, I'm not making this up. It's all up to you. You don't have to believe. Mm. I don't believe Eric is going to force you to believe. Brett, you're not going to force her to believe. I don't know your first name.
Brett's mom or Eric's wife?
There you go. Brett's mom or Eric's wife. Okay, we'll do it that way.
Keri.
What's your first name?
Keri.
Keri, T-E-R-R-Y?
K-E-R-I.
Oh, Keri.
Yeah.
Like that hand lotion.
Yes,
now
exactly.
Help me to remember.
Okay, and if you help me.
There we go. But sometime we have a cookout. I'd like to invite you guys to come down. Are you vegetarians?
It's good, let me tell you.
Are you vegetarians?
No, the stuff I eat already eats my vegetables.
We had everything.
Yeah.
It was
I tried to be a vegetarian, but then my son makes
I like chicken too much. I said I like chicken too much to become a veggie.
Yeah. Chicken.
Yeah. Oh, well, he made the most awesome chicken.
Sausage.
Right.
You name it was there.
We had a hamburger steak, that's, the thing is we all chip in together, and that's what makes it interesting.
Yep.
And we had, but one person came, made sure he hid half of it so that he couldn't really share, and that's okay. He made sure he took the ribs back home, like, well, okay, we had enough food anyway.
Oh, there was plenty of food.
Yeah, And everybody had some good time. We could go in my driveway, we go to my son so I'd like to invite you. I'll let you know when.
It was nice over there, wasn't it? The
Oh,
wind
yeah.
was nice. There was no bugs around. It was nice.
Yep.
You had me at no bugs.
You had me at
But it was
food.
nice. Sometimes you get those little black bugs and all.
And
Yeah.
my son is
But
right
it
in
was
heaven when
nice.
he's cooking all that.
He-
You know,
they
probably
spray.
my granddaughter's.
He's the same way.
Yeah, but well, see, she had a cooking.
Loves
See?
to cook.
My granddaughter's little dog named her Steve.
Oh, he's so cute.
She has a little beagle. Got it from Maine. No idiots up in Maine, maniac idiots that had that dog. If my granddaughter hadn't rescued it, it would be dead today. And
Hate
it was
that.
older than what
I
they
get
said it was
something if you're
gonna
not
be.
going to take care of it.
Yeah. You know, it had a tick, so maybe to get the tick out. And now because she studied to be a vet tech. And that dog just
It was a
loved to go
sweetheart.
walking. My son's other dog that he had about a couple of years ago, Marion was eating a piece
Oh
of
my God,
steak
that
and
was
that
so
dog
funny.
took it right over here. We didn't know what happened.
Excuse me, I'll take this.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't say excuse me. He
You just went
"That's
by
mine."
and looked, and you said hi, and zoom, got right up and got my steak.
You know, if you love your animals, yeah, you're going to correct me, but if you love your animals, and I know you people do, you have 3 dogs, you have a cat,
3.
3 cats.
3 cats. How do they get along?
The
Well-
cats stay on one end of the house, the dogs stay up there.
You know, it's the 2 big dogs are okay with the cats. I mean, our Rottweiler is 125 pounds,
That's a big one.
and he'll sit there and whine when the cats come near him.
Sin does too.
And it's funny because, you know, they're like, oh my God, the cat's coming! Oh my God, the cat's coming! But
Attack,
the
attack.
little dog that we got from my brother after my brother passed away, he'll chase the cats. He thinks it's a game.
Until
So-
he gets to the cats, and then he's like,
Whoa, you're
Hi.
bigger than me.
he walks away.
But I mean,
Done
yeah,
here.
I honestly believe they get along. They just
Of course they do. That's just. I hate the term they fight like cat and dogs.
Yeah.
I hate that term. Or just like that.
I've actually had a shepherd laying on the bed this far away from my cat.
My dog will go to the park if the cat's outside. They'll walk together around the park. We've actually had people take pictures of it, you know. Or my dog can be. When the cat wants to come in, we had the dog out, and my dog will be, well, I'm not ready to go in yet, so I'll just take my time. Then they go on the porch together, whatever.
yeah, we run into that.
My cat will sit there and watch we have a lot of pigeons, not so much now that when he get killed, we don't see the squirrels or the birds anymore like we used to. And he would actually lay out in the yard, and the birds would sit on top of him. The only thing he didn't like was the mice. He'd walk up and show within a mouth. I'm going, oh no, you
It's
know.
an offering.
Yeah. So and hopefully we get them out and we
My
take it
mother's
away
cat
and
brought a
hide it.
snake up the other day.
Yeah, you know, and animals are going to treat other animals the way you treat them.
Hmm.
Animals don't attack us unless they're in danger.
Right.
Animals don't, they don't like the people. Oh well, I don't like you, so bang bang. You know, animals. I believe that people are more wild than
I have a
animals.
cat. I have a. She's all white. She knows she's the princess. My Sophie that talks, and she'll look at the other cat and she'll say, "No, don't come." She doesn't want nobody near her because she's a princess. And if they come up and sit on me, she'll go like that to them. I mean, her head. She goes. She couldn't kill a fly the way she hits them.
Excuse me,
And then
this is
she'll
my
look.
spot.
No.
Back off.
Yeah,
You know, cats are just incredible.
they are.
Dogs are. She showed we'll get her a chicken when we
Oh, my God.
shop at the market basket, and which one is
Crystal
it?
baby.
Crystal baby. Yeah. You want to hear it talk to us, and it literally does. That's why I want you to get more involved with listening to the animals when you're talking with them. You know, and see what you're doing. You know, 'cause you're great at it. Gotta believe in you. Gotta believe in you. You a winner today?
Hmm?
Are you a winner today?
Sure.
You'll get there. Please try to remember to do it. Walk up to each other. Hi, Dad. Today I'm a winner. Hi, Mom. Today I'm a winner. Brett, right?
Mhm.
Oh, God.
I know.
You're doing good.
Wow. And Lori's not here. You know, I got thinking about my friend. I think it's like 2 years ago she left. You've been with me, what, 2 years now?
Yep.
Or a year and a half or whatever?
About, I think about a year.
Yeah, okay. And, yeah, because I had that other one,
Yeah.
whatever it was. But that's all right. But I still miss Lori. She would, if I mentioned one thing and she didn't like it, she was a diehard Democrat. She would blip right out and go, Mary and I, we don't talk
No,
politics.
who cares?
You know, I have my views, you have your views, you have
Yeah,
yours,
everybody
you have
has their own
yours, you know.
views.
And, of course, I like getting people mad. Just like he does.
Yes.
Now, Spirit Bear, that's Steve, right?
No, Spirit Bear is what is his Brian?
Right, Brian,
Brian.
yeah. He and I talk a lot.
Yeah.
Then they got the other Indian. I'm trying to get another Indian on. Okay. His name is Ron Flanders. And boy, he talks about AOC like there is no tomorrow and all this other stuff. And I say, and he thinks it's okay for the people to go in the memorial pool water fountain there.
Oh,
and all
I
that
saw that.
stuff. Oh, and I had a heartbreak. Let me tell you. So I'm going to challenge him. If he's got any kahunas, I'm going to challenge him to come on my show.
What is wrong with people?
They can back it up, but they can never come on and face me in it. I had this one name. Her name was Samantha Stevens. Okay, man, she could slam me in that whatever like that. So I said, well, and the Republican, like my friend John Burt, and she was calling John Burt and I baby killers and all this stuff because of the NRA. I said, come on our show and tell me. You know, I've invited a few other people on the show. You don't agree with me? Come on my show.
Right.
I'll bring Eric down. Eric and I can just kabobble
Tell
at
you
him, can't
what's
we,
what.
Eric?
Sure can.
Yeah. But I can do it. I like, you know, if you disagree with it, that's okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Not usually, but maybe. 'Cause, see, Eric, you and I are always right.
Yes.
We never make a mistake.
Not
let
unless
pe-
it's.
We let people think we do.
Sometimes we make mistakes just so people feel better.
Right.
Oh, you're amusing.
Boy, you're going to get it when you get home. You're going to be sleeping on the couch.
No, he's going to
I
be
mean,
sleeping in his chair.
Kind of already
Oh,
sleeps on the
unless you give him a dime, you better give him a diamond to make up for it. I used to tell all the men I used to go out with, you don't give me that diamond, you're sleeping on the couch. So guess what? They always slept on the couch. You comfortable being here?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Your father was like this when he first came on. He didn't know whether he should be comfortable or not comfortable. Then he finally relaxed.
He's probably trying to figure out whether he should say anything or not.
My
One of the
first-
things that I like about your group is you're honest.
Yes.
Have you ever gone to a group, a place where you have not been able to communicate with the spirits?
Yep. Plenty.
And how do you handle that?
We just, if it's a homeowner or a business, we just tell them that we have not found any, conclusive evidence, and we explain to them, listen, they've been here a lot longer than we have. They might not be comfortable with us. We're coming in here with all this equipment and all this technology that they may not understand, and they may just, so sometimes we'll investigate a place more and more. We investigated a mechanic's garage. We must have investigated that place 4 times. The more we investigated, the more they were comfortable with us, and the more information we got. So, it's just like any other place. If I walk into a building, you don't know who I am, you're not going to just start answering questions until you know who I am. And the spirits are the same way.
I thought you had to sit in one building, one person, so we could get the person to relax on when we do the exorcism on them, that they can relax and know. See, the spirits don't want to leave the body. Just like the spirits, they don't want to leave the house. you know. So when you get to know them, you don't rush right in and start working right away, right? You get to know them,
Right.
really know.
Yeah, one of the things that we do is we try to do. I mean, we're limited in the amount of time that we can investigate. But what we like to do is walk in, sit down, and just be calm. We don't start asking questions right away. We don't make them start doing tricks. You know, that's a lot of people have these equipment, and they just want to just rush right in and make them, we go in, put a piece of equipment down, explain what the equipment does, every little piece of it. Put another piece of equipment down, explain what it does. So basically, not only are we giving them the respect to let them know that that piece of equipment can pick them up, but we tell them what it can do. So it educates them. If they want to communicate with us with it, that's fine. We put a voice recorder down here. This device will record your voice if you speak loudly.
Will
So-
they intentionally muffle it?
I don't know if they intentionally muffle. There's a lot of belief that because they're in a different realm, that the muffling that you get is because of that veil, and it's like trying to yell through a piece of glass, or or yell through a wall.
Right.
But I've gotten a really great EVP that just made the hair on the back of my neck stand up one day. I'm listening to it, and it literally said, "Good game, buddy, good game." And when I heard that, I'm just like, wow. I mean, it was just
Clear as a bell.
clear as a bell.
So they trust you, and I believe they trust your wife, and I believe they trust Paula.
Yep.
But there's a couple of people in there that they don't trust.
I wouldn't know who that would be because
Yes, you do. It gets me amazed.
well, no, I don't know because everyone in our group literally worked the same way.
But I'll tell you that two in your group, that they do not particularly. It could be the tone of voice, it could be or a rushing attitude or whatever. But I'm telling you, they're two there that they're.
There are a couple people that are, as soon as they walk in the room, they want things to happen. But
I think the best way to get anything to happen is when you go in there, sit quietly. Whether you're sitting on the floor or on a piece of furniture, just
Well, go in there and make love. Then
Right.
talk to them.
I mean, in every room that I and Paula go in, because Paula and I usually investigate together, and we'll introduce ourselves.
Yeah. See, Paula's very serious at what she does,
Yes.
and that's what I have a lot of respect for. Okay.
Yep.
And that's like you have a lot of you two are like sister and brother.
Yeah.
You ever all go out to dinner and stuff
Yep.
like that? Do you?
mhm.
As a matter of fact, we have a group on Facebook on Facebook Instant Messenger. I call it the Sister Wives, and it's Keri, Paula, and Pam, and
When's your next?
that I don't know. Like I said, because of my my current medical situation, I've actually stepped back a little bit.
Your brother told me to tell you start trying to heal yourself. Don't depend on the medicine.
And we've been working on that.
I went to get to the massage table, so I'm not a licensed masseur or am I a licensed Reiki energy. But the way I do it, I got two lovely French ladies that come in. Oh, good, they swear at me in French. I said, I know what you're saying. But they keep coming every week. And there's one woman, tears that are falling down my eyes, because the way I work on, as you know, I work with them. I'm not a gentle person when I work on people. I really am not, and that's not what I'm not meant to be.
No.
And I'll go right to where it hurts. Like I'm going to do in your neck in a few minutes. Are you ready?
Amy.
It's worth it.
Yeah. But and this woman, she doesn't use a cane or a walker. only in bad weather. This is when I see, because I've been working on her hips. I mean, she was literally pounding me. You know, she'd take a cleanup box and hit me on the head or whatever. But you know what? To me, it's all worth it. When I see them and I see her walking a lot better, tears really because I love what I do. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not in it for the money. I don't make money yet. I also want people to know that I'm not licensed and all that stuff, but I do it the way the Spirit wants me to do it. I don't call it Reiki. I call it the spiritual healing tool. I'm only a tool, you know. And one thing I'm going to tell you, you're going to be around till you're 110 years old.
Oh, God.
Oh, good God.
We'll be gone.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have 3 children. You like kids?
Yeah, but I only want 2.
2 and twins and then 1. Because your mother should have been a twin.
There isn't any twins on your side.
Yeah,
is
there
there?
is.
The twins run on her side really
Both sides.
Yeah, both sides actually.
And on the new boyfriend's side, too. I don't see you getting married right away, but I do see you 2 living together. And I see that you will like him. He's a hard-working military person, and you have a lot of respect for the military. He's like a master sergeant or something like that. And he's also a no-nonsense. Ooh, what happened to you?
It's a bug bite that I've had for like a week.
Put some cortisone on it. You have really sensitive skin, don't you? Because you can tell you must be Irish. Only good people, Irish and Scottish. And yeah, French. Because I said French too.
I know.
I didn't want to get hit in the head.
I am.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to get hit in the head.
Okay.
I'll say to my lady friends, I'll say, I'll say, are you French or something? I have been so blessed. I have met a lot of people from all different countries. And I get so upset because I might be outspoken. Oh, you must be racist or prejudiced. I don't even know what it is to be prejudiced, nor do I want to be. I am more racist against my own people who are lazy and don't want to work, if you want to call it that. You know, I don't think anybody that can work, I feel should be working.
If you have the ability to work, get off your butt and do it.
Yeah, I don't believe in handicap.
Don't expect somebody else to
I really
cater
don't.
to you.
Yeah.
And
I've had a lot of handicapped people come on my show. She has.
Yeah.
You ought to go to her show sometime.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
One of the things I'm also going to look at you, Britney Spears. One thing I'm looking at you, do you sing? I have a feeling you have a pretty good voice. No, I have a feeling you have a pretty good voice. I really
She's
do.
so
But it's called lack of, huh?
she's so negative about herself.
Isn't she? She needs to come to my office so we can teach her, bring her down so we can teach her how to believe in you. Really. And you wouldn't like, I make people do homework.
Oh, my homework.
Well, that's part of what it is.
I know.
Yeah. You have to write 5 good things about yourself and 5 negative things about yourself. And then we work on the positive, the negative to bring you in the positive. And I don't hold people that, I want people to believe in themselves. And I think the problem with this world, they're like sheep. And like that guy, what's his name, Soros, the billionaire there, the Democratic billionaire who wants to destroy America. He's the culprit. He's the herder, and the other people are the sheep. And it's time for, when you're a Democrat or a Republican, I don't care who, it's time for every one of us to stand up for ourselves.
Yep.
Don't blame the party.
Right.
If you're a Democrat, okay, don't blame the Republican. If you're a Republican, don't blame you're blaming a party, and it's just a name.
Right.
There can only be one person in that party or 2 people in that party.
That's right.
In certain groups that can screw it all up.
And it's all cliquey.
Yeah.
Just
like high school.
Yep.
I never got along with anybody in high school. I was bullied, and then I became a bullier, which is a no-win concentration. I really would encourage you to go online and go back to school. Actually, I think you're pretty shy, huh? I would probably invite you to go to a night school classes and get up there to meet people. If you don't start meeting people, darling, I don't want to see you riding up as an old maid.
Yeah. My grandchildren.
You want grandchildren. You want 1 or 2 children. You'd be an excellent mother. No man is worth crying.
She had a long time to go.
I was gonna say they're pretty easy to get over. So
She's young.
You know, I used to
her
drama
time.
when I broke up with my boyfriends or what. Oh, I went drama. Like, oh, yeah. And
I
that
giggle.
next day I was all set.
Take your time.
I giggle when I break up with people.
I'm sorry?
I giggle when I break up.
Really? Okay. That's another way of expressing, well, he's gone, I'm here, to hell with you. You know?
You don't usually waste any more time on them. If I'm done with them, I'm done with them.
I'm the
Move
same
on to the
way.
next.
You know, that's like if someone,
Good.
like I've had 2 people die on me in my house, one in my living room, in my office, and another one that, and that we were together for a long time. And I'm a firm believer that when a person crosses to the other side, I take everything out of the room the same day. I don't hold anything back. I take it all out because I have them here in spirit. And but that's the way I am, you know. I have their pictures.
Everybody has their own way. My mother
Right.
did the same thing when my father died.
Yeah, I don't believe in hanging on to it. For what reason? You know, and one thing I do like, and I know you can do this, you can talk to people that are actually dying and leaving to go to the other side.
I've been known to.
Okay, kind of freaky at first, huh?
It was.
Now, I had this woman. She was a very dear friend of mine at one time, and she was talking to me on the phone, and her husband was crossing over. And I said to her, I said, you know, your husband crossing over now because they got a phone call. And she kept saying, what do you want me to do with this? What do you want me to do with that? And he says, you know, do this, that. And he said, you know what? I don't care what I'll use. I'll pull a letter F. I don't care effing what you do with it. Do what you want with it. You know, and then he went over, because he kept saying to her, I'm going to go see Mama now. And I said, it's not you, it's his real mother. A lot of times when a person, I've noticed that when a person is crossing over, that they'll start talking about people from the past.
Mhm.
Like your brother might have, okay, that had the stroke. Your mother still around?
Yeah, her oldest sister, died in February.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm seeing then, okay.
We're doing a celebration of life for her in July.
Okay, that's good. Make sure you put some food on the plate for her. You know, because that's actually showing her respect. If you see it flying off the plate, then I mean flying out the window, you know. And I tell people a lot of time, like with your brother in that house, I would encourage you. He liked hot dogs, huh? You remember, probably don't.
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Well, what I would do is get a hot dog and a roll, and some French fries. He loved French fries, just to let you know. This is when he had a couple of sour pickle. Put a piece of hot dog on a plate with like 2 or 3 French fries and maybe a pickle on a paper plate. And then when everybody's done eating, what you do is you take the plate and take the food and you put it into the wood so that the spirits can enjoy themselves. Okay. Then you throw the plate obviously away. And I tell people, please do not throw the food into the garbage because then you're disrespecting what you set out to do.
Right.
You know. And you're older, your aunt?
Yeah, my aunt.
Okay. Were you okay with her?
Yes.
Was she like a mother to you? She
Um,
feels that she was.
She was my favorite.
And you were her favorite.
I
You
think I
could
was
do
her
no
only
wrong.
niece on the side.
Yeah, but you could do no wrong. No matter what you did was never wrong.
Probably not.
But she did approve of your husband. How long have you two been married?
How old are you?
28 years.
See, he remember. Why do they always say women that remember
Well, it'll
better
be
than
29.
men?
I know.
She
You
will
know?
be 29, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going on 29
But
years.
we've been
August.
together, what, almost 32?
Yeah.
Okay, so what, did you all live together when you got married?
No.
Nope.
Oh, no? Really? Oh,
No.
you're the old-fashioned type?
Well, no,
I like kind of stayed at the house several times.
yeah, but I mean, I went into I
Upstairs.
went into the military. I was in the Navy a year and a half before we got married.
Mm-hmm.
And how'd you meet?
Through one of her friends.
I haven't met somebody that's so giggly as you are.
He was
I
was
love
actually
it.
going out with one of my best friends.
Oh,
It's-
so you were a troublemaker.
No, he
No.
was the troublemaker.
Oh,
I stayed to
you know what? I
myself.
want you to remember that she chose you to be her parents. She does why?
She probably does. Now every time she gets mad at us, she'll be like, "Why did I make this decision?"
Why did I choose this body?
But you get over it very quickly, don't you, when you get mad?
Yeah, I mean it.
Because you know
doesn't-
you're not going to win.
No, he's the same way.
I hold
No, you-
grudges.
Aw.
No, but
you don't.
when you get
On some people, I do.
yeah,
No, you
some
don't.
people do, but when you get mad or you get pissy or whatever, within like 10, 15 minutes later, it's like it never happened.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how Scott puts up with me. I'm very temperamental. You think you hold a grudge, but you really don't. You may in your
He
mind.
does. He does have some grudges that he holds.
But you know what? It's not doing you any good.
No.
We're doing good here.
Yeah.
She and I, let me tell you, it was a long show, but we did it. Didn't we?
Yes, we did. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. One thing I would actually see the person that I actually see when as well enjoys playing music, whether it's guitar or whatever. Are you on country bumpkin music?
No.
Are you into hip hop? Or the rap? What kind of music do you like?
Techno,
What's that?
like EDM, house music,
What's
Dance
that?
music.
dance music.
Oh, okay.
And she likes the oldies. She likes old like 60s,
Boys and
70s,
stuff.
80s type
My
of rock.
granddaughter loves the old music.
She does like the older country music too, and
Me
some of the
too.
new stuff. But
I like
Yeah.
Hank Williams.
Oh, yeah.
But I mostly like music that doesn't have words because I can focus, and it calms me down. So
You know what? Do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Do whatever it takes. You know. I would also tell you to get like a crystal necklace to wear.
I mean, I have an opal
mean-
on right now.
Right, but I'll get a clear crystal, because that also will give you the energy. Yeah, I noticed that both of them, they're beautiful. But I'd say get a clear crystal, and then that will take all that, before you do put it on, make sure you take all that negative energy
Yep.
out of it. Otherwise it would get cold. And see, you're so smart with the spiritual world. You really are. And I have a lot of respect and admiration for you because you don't brag about it. You're like I am, and like I think your parents. I love to watch these know-it-all that think they know everything, but yet know nothing.
right.
There's so much to learn out there.
You know, the day that I think I know it all is the day that I better stop doing what I'm doing.
Hmm.
We had a lady come on, Lori and I had a young lady, and she'd only been a reader for 8 months. But she's teaching classes. And no matter what you told, oh, I know. She's not doing anything anymore.
Hmm.
I was taught by the spirits, just like you've been taught with working with the spirits that you go into, work with the ghosts there. You all. You didn't go online. You didn't study it, right?
No.
You didn't study.
No.
And you wouldn't study. You know, it all has to come natural. I would try to read a book. You know, I thought, well, I think I'll study tarot cards. You know, so I went online. I just started looking at all of them. The whole thing went blank. I said, okay. See, one thing about you, 90%, if you were good at what you do, like with you, if you were good at what you do, cards are only a tool that people need to see to have a better understanding of what we're doing. I'm going to be going to Lowell, Mass tomorrow, and then Saturday I'm going to Cactus Jack, so, you know, I think I'd rather do the house parties than go into psychic events. I'm not invited to psychic events. The only ones I have is when I do it myself, and then I don't get readers. And that's okay. You learn to live with it, you know. If people have to be envious of what I do, you know what? That's okay. I don't care. I am planning, I think it's in July, I think I told you.
Yeah.
I think in July, I am planning on doing an event, and I'll let you guys know if you want to set up a table. I'm going to be the only reader there. I'm not going to invite a whole bunch of readers because it just doesn't work. But we're going to be going to a karate studio, or not a karate studio. Well,
A dojo.
Huh?
A dojo.
A dojo, yeah, studio. With my friend, I think he and Paula would get along really well because they both had different techniques that they teach. And my friend Randy doesn't believe in passing out tournament. Doesn't not going with it, Tai Chi and all that.
Right.
He says he wants people to learn for themselves because when you go with the others like that Karate Kid and all that stuff,
Right, yeah, the tournaments.
when you start doing competition, you don't know how to do it on the street. All you know is this, you don't know what
Right.
you're doing in competition.
You're just in it for the competitions, not
Right,
for
well,
the
yeah,
benefits,
competitions.
self-benefits.
Competitions teach you how to pull back and not actually physically defend yourself.
Yeah.
Just like MMA, they study so many broad spectrums of fighting, but muscle memory, they learn to give up too soon. When you need to put the person down, you need to put the person down.
I've always had this saying, it's either them or me.
Right.
And I am too pretty to make it me. Then I love saying, how's it feel to be beaten by a thing? You know, like rubbing salt into the wound. But then I go and, I'm the type of person, if you beat me, I'll shake your hand, but I always say, don't turn your back. But I'm going to get you one way or the other. And you're the same way. That's why you and I get along so
That big
well.
old grin on his face.
You know?
Yeah, you got me this time.
I'll be smiling. Oh, yeah, I'll be smiling.
Don't turn
once.
around.
You're not a fighter, are you? I mean, you can if you have to.
Yeah.
And I don't see you backing down.
I've taught her a few things.
How to start a fight.
You're no nonsense. Okay? But you're not going to back down. Okay? And I think that's what admirable of you. Because today, everybody wants to shoot and kill each other. I had a young lady that come in my office, and she loves to fight. I go, why? She has her adrenaline rushing. I said, well, what are you proving?
Go hit a heavy bag.
Yeah. I always tell people, when I'm doing counseling, they have children that are out of control, get a punching bag. Have their kids use some punching bag. Like when you get out of control, use some punching bag. Take all your anger out on a punching bag.
She might break a nail.
Well, we wouldn't want you to hurt your nails.
No, they're too pretty.
Yeah. I love her spirit, don't
I
you?
know.
I hope she'll
Good
come
one.
back on again. Wasn't that bad, was it?
No,
Think she'll come back on again?
maybe.
Yeah. I think she will.
Yeah, and will. I goofed up. I almost did it right, you know. When
I'm
I
used
caught
to being
myself.
called Ed.
Yeah. Well, actually, your past life, your name was Ed.
Right. That's what
Okay.
you said before.
You're also an old spirit. You were a, no wonder you're a princess today, because in your past life, you were a princess then. However, you're the low working class people where you were a princess in Egypt. You had everything handed to you. And if you didn't like someone, they would behead them for you. Isn't that a horrible thought?
Wow.
I could see that.
Queen of Hearts, off with her head. You know?
Yeah. But then as you also worked as a chambermaid at one time. You've always you were also a male.
It explains my dreams.
Yeah.
I mean,
One of the things people don't realize that we can change our, like I was a female, honey. Boy, was I a lady of the night, but you know.
oh boy.
And
I
I
can
also
see it now. You're showing it, Norm.
Yeah. One thing I truly believe that a lot of times when it's a gay men or women or lesbian or whatever, that I believe I was a woman that really liked men. When I say like men, you know, when I died, I was beaten to death. I still had that. I came here in a male body. I still had that female thoughts, and I believe that happens with women too. And no psychiatrist can prove me wrong. When they say it, they X chromosomes or something like that. Or,
They want to fix you.
Right.
Right.
I went to church one day and they said, God's going to heal you of being gay. I go, oh, okay. So because I wasn't really happy with it. So I stood up and I said, you know what? I still feel the same way. I am probably the most anti-gay person. I don't believe in Gay Pride Day. I don't believe in gay marriages or adoption like that. Not in New Hampshire. I think New Hampshire, if you go like to Boston or a big city or whatever, okay, because people are not going to be so critical as they are here. You know, boy, I don't make a lot of friends this way. But that's okay. But that's who I believe. You know. One thing I also will tell you, Eric, is that you're very depending on people who are being hurt verbally or physically by other people.
Yes.
Your wife doesn't say a lot, but boy, she can do a lot. Her voice has a lot of power behind it.
We call her the voice of reason.
The voice of what?
The voice of reason.
I thought you said the voice of treason.
No.
Oh no. She knows how to calm people down. This is where she should run for some kind of political office. What do you think?
I don't want to be in the public eye.
See, I don't know. You were always shy, even in your past life. Now we got to break that. Okay. I mean, your life is great, right? But it needs someone special, huh? You need a baby to hold in your arms. Mom says, I'll do it. I'll hold him. You know, I think it's going to be a girl, then a boy. Or it could be, obviously. But one thing I'm also going to tell you is that if you had a daughter, she's going to be mechanically inclined. She's going to show men how to repair a car. And she's going to work with Dad on that. Grandpa, you know how to repair a car,
I mean,
right?
it is kind of in the family.
No. My grandfather was a
Your
mechanic.
grandfather. Oh.
And my uncle was a mechanic.
I can tell people what's wrong with a car, but when you listen to the wire, they all look like spaghetti wires. I won't even change. One time my car, I had a flat tire in Concord. I called my ex-partner and made him come up and change the tire. I wasn't going to get dirty. Ugh. You change your tire?
No.
But you can if you have to.
Probably.
But I don't want to get dirty, do you?
No.
I don't want to ruin your nails. I mean, good heavens, you know.
Right.
I tried Shauna once, and she was
Wow,
very
she's a
whiny.
princess,
Yeah, she was very whiny about it.
right?
I mean, I climb trees. It's good
Yeah.
enough.
I know.
That's why we have AAA. One of the things I'm also looking with you, I want to call you Tricia. I think that was your past name as well. With Patricia, when they call you Trish. And I want to also tell you that for all the meanness that you did in your past life, it's being made up for in this present life. I mean, people are they're always mean to their parents, and that shows a love and respect. But when they both have had enough, you know it too. That's when you back off. Okay. You've never been spanked, right? Have you really?
Yeah.
She's been disciplined, not spanked. I mean,
Wow.
but she's been disciplined.
Yeah, not spanked. I mean, smack her on the ass. One.
That's a
just
spank.
a one
That's
hit.
still spank people.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's a spank. You're right.
yeah, you're right.
Oh,
yeah.
my son one day, he was playing with a stove, and I went like this to him. I cried more than he did.
But I figure, that's kind of why I am the way I am now. It's because I was actually punished for things that I did wrong versus going, oh, how dare you, and then here, have your phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
we
you
have-
actually, anyway, that's awesome to hear that.
Yes.
So, wow, to hear that's going to be the first on our
It's
show.
the first
isn't
one
it?
I've heard
To
say
hear
yes.
that, I think that's pretty awesome. Congratulations.
Yes.
See, you guys did a great job.
Yeah.
So now you have to take her out to dinner on the way home.
Yeah.
The page is
Well, I think
Yes.
we're going to be eating on our way home anyway. So.
Yeah, I like what she just said. There ain't too many people who will admit that.
Yeah.
And I will admit it.
Yeah.
That's who
Yeah.
I am today because of my parents.
Yeah.
Because I did get slapped.
It's like, I know what a wooden
was
spoon
dis-
feels like. I know what a cutting
That
board
didn't hurt
feels
you,
like.
did it?
I'm
It
just
didn't
here.
hurt at
It
the
didn't
time.
hurt me.
Yeah, it hurt at the time. I mean, I was disciplined. I had things taken away from me. I had privileges taken away, but learned my lesson.
When my
Didn't do
dad,
it again.
when my dad first used to come around with me, I could always tell when I was going to get, and I would call him a beating. He would wear his hat. Like this, when something was like that, and go, oh, what did I do wrong? You know, 9 out of 10 I didn't. But you know what? You're right. It made me who I am today. Because I vowed I would break that record, and I did.
But it was never wait till your father gets home. Mom handed him out, too.
Yeah, my mother was the one who did it. It wasn't like saying, you wait till your father gets home. No,
When it was really bad, Dad.
Because by the time my father would get home, it would be all over with. You
See,
wouldn't think
that's
of it.
what I always hated that. Wait till your father gets home. That's how the child does not remember what was going on 5 minutes ago. Now they have a new theory they want to do. Is if your child is doing something, acting out, put them in the timeout in the bathroom. not the latest psychology report. That is so wrong, because every time they got to go to the bathroom now, they're going to think they're being punished.
Right.
And I used to think of it, I put my son in a corner one time. You know, but I just couldn't. Boy, I set him up for timeout. Can I come out now? One time I put my oldest stepson in his room.
The corner is the
And I looked
worst.
out the window and they're setting him up a radio and a coat, and I walked away. I go, oh, thank you. You don't mind if I have this coat, do you? And I did all of Dr. Spock's books. You remember who Dr. Spock is?
Mm-hmm.
Cost me over $65 grand trying to keep him out of there.
At the myself, he was full of bull.
Yeah.
He really was.
All these know-it-alls.
As I said, the more you ask, that's going to add another minute onto your time.
And they say, now the latest theory,
You want to cry? I'll give you something to cry for.
Oh, my foster mother used to say that. She never did, but one time she did hit me with a towel. That was so funny then. You know, you
Yes, it
know.
does.
That's like, Britt, do you really want to stop what you're doing now, or you're supposed to give them a choice?
Yeah. You're supposed to, is that the right thing to do? Is that how we act?
Oh, I went down oh,
Yeah.
I
We're
did
gonna have our vegetables. Ain't we gonna eat it out? It's like the parents is gonna eat their food too.
Yeah.
You know?
Today's day and age kind of just makes me want to, like, stab people. Like,
I'm afraid for the
Stop
children of
spoiling
this
your kids.
generation.
Mm-hmm.
treat
I
them.
really am.
They're gonna need to know what life's going to be like when they
You're
get
right.
older, and if you're treating them like they're like the
Like
best thing on a mountain,
everybody's a winner.
they're
Nobody loses.
gonna cry.
That's right.
When I have talked to a child, and I don't want to, and I'll tell them, do you want to be in the winner today? Let's get rid of your bad behavior. And I always remember we used to have these stars that we used to put on behavioral programs, like a red star for being good, gold star or gold seal for if they did it for the whole week, and that worked too, But every child is different. I believe that she was a perfect child. I cannot picture her doing anything wrong.
I got news for you, pal.
If you believe what I tell you.
She wasn't that bad.
She wasn't that
No, she was a
bad.
typical child.
Right. But I mean, yeah, she never really misbehaved. She never performed anything close to what I did.
Oh, you wouldn't want her to, would you?
No.
See, I consider myself, with my dad left when I was like 11 years old. I grew up by myself until I went to like 12 or 13. I went with my foster mother. I kind of made on her. But his mother, for like my foster mother, was pretty awesome. And my mom died when a baby. And so I kind of brought myself up. But you know what? I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. And I really didn't know my sister and brothers when they found I was gay, especially, But I am who I am because I had to survive. I had to grow up. It's like what you are,
made you who you
yeah.
were.
Yeah. Yeah. The only problem I have now, I have to wear clothes, and I hate that. If I could run up and down the street naked, I'd be happy and happy and
I
happy.
feel you there.
Yeah. Problem there is you get arrested today.
Yes.
You know.
Scare the neighbors.
Oh, we still have them at the what was it, just the other day at the Red Sox. I think, no, it was up in Toronto. And it was a day game, and there was one that went streaking
Oh yeah, yeah.
up in Toronto.
You know what I also believe? If a man can run around without a shirt on, I believe that the woman should also have that right.
No,
Well, you're old-fashioned.
no, I don't believe in that.
I do.
We're
It's-
made different. The men
It's
can
that
do it.
way in Europe.
Yeah.
The United States have a lot of different beliefs.
Conservative ways of doing it.
Right.
What's it, Exeter? They have a place over there where you can go. It's a nudity camp.
Yeah, they have one in Wilmot too.
Yeah.
I fell out of a tree watching the nudity. I think I was like 12 or 14 years old. I'm looking down. Oh my goodness! Oh, the people fall over. Oh my God! They heard me. And I tried to get out of the tree myself. Luckily, I didn't break my arm or something. But then I go, nah.
There's one in Lee too, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, there used to be one
Yeah.
in there. They used to have a big one up near on Guncoat, Maine. They used to have a very big
Yeah,
one.
there was
Yeah.
one way up there.
People can be who they are, but
Mm-hmm.
don't force that out on anybody else.
Right.
No.
I would not have the right to force what I believe in on you or you or you. And no one has that right. And no matter like, I don't like all this stuff being taught in the schools about the transgender, be who you want to be. And I don't like seeing anything forced on kids.
And that's the problem with the fact that they don't have to actually teach it in school, but like when she was growing up, she had social issues, ADD, and I'm calling it boredom, and she would be hitting people with her pencil, and
How about stabbing?
all right, and stabbing, and the kids didn't like her. They didn't want to sit her, and they'd make fun of her, and they'd get mad at her because the teachers don't tell them
You're right.
this is what's going on. She's not doing it to be malicious or mean. She's bored, or,
So let's put them
she
on
has no
medication.
attention. So let's put them on
Medication,
medication.
back to class. I mean, I can't tell you how long it took me to finally read a analog clock, or the old-fashioned clock with the hands. It took me forever.
But one of the reasons why you were bored? Because you would get to the spiritual knowledge. You were a lot smarter than the people around you. You were a lot smarter than the teachers, so they couldn't comprehend what you were doing, nor did they want to. So they said, well, let's give her Ritalin or whatever medication they gave you. Ritalin was so easy to pass out to kids. A very good friend of mine, bless you, Dave, he started out on Ritalin. Okay.
Yeah, they had her on Adderall.
Yeah, and that's
Multiple
a speed
stuff.
medication.
Yeah, it's a
But I'm not
form-
on
it's a
anything
synthetic
now.
form
Good
of
for
cocaine.
you. See, you wouldn't allow yourself to be that way. That's where, like, Mama and Daddy's medicine cabinets. Like, Mama could be on Adderall or Valiums or whatever, and then next thing you know, it gets to a higher level. Is pot addicting? Absolutely not. It's only want to be if you want it to be psychologically. Of course, I'm only 37 now, but I've been doing it for over 50 years, and I don't plan on changing my ways now. And I don't. If I was addicted to it, I'd want to do it every day, right?
Right.
And I don't do it every day, or I smoke until it's all gone, No. And I'm like, if I do a big second party, I enjoy, a little relaxing, because when you do a lot of,
that's going to be a lot of energy.
oh yeah.
All balled up in you for one evening, and you've
Yeah.
got to be exhausted by the time you get home.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm so
Something
wound
like
up,
that.
I did 22 the other day in a party. And the money was great, but let me tell you, I had to do two homemade cigarettes to calm down. Because what happens is your energy gets so rushing. People don't realize that when you're doing psychic readings, that it takes a lot of energy. People think that, well, you don't work because you do this or that. You don't see my brain working, You don't see me doing physical labor.
Right.
No,
That
but you
doesn't
know
mean you're
what?
not
The Spirit
working.
was working with me. And in order to do the readings that I do, you have to enjoy what you're doing. Like, you enjoy talking to the people, we'll say 75% of the time. What would you say? Your job?
20%.
20%?
I don't like people.
Oh.
I
That's
prefer
'cause you don't
animals.
like yourself?
Huh?
You like yourself?
I mean, there are days where I battle myself. I will admit
My
that.
granddaughter is very untrusting of people.
Mhm.
That's why she's being a vet today.
Hmm.
I really would like to have you listen to your animals more without yelling at them. Remind her. Okay.
Actually, it's kind of amusing to listen to her talk to her cats.
I talk to my cats all the time.
Scott
Well, no,
does
I'm
too.
talking about when they running around the room and
Well, when they know I'm
jumping in
about
the
to go to
closet.
sleep and they're being very active, which they were laying down and sleeping before I crawled into bed to get ready for bed.
They're feeding off your energy.
Mary talks to them all the time.
I
right,
talk
Mary?
to my cats all the time. I'd rather talk to my cats than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And
I-
Scott?
I talk to
can-
mine.
I will uniformly, put the cat food. I'll say, well, that's fish, that's beef, that's this, that's that, that's that. Then Scott will say to him, what do you want to eat? Next thing I know, everything I packed up there, he moved all around. So they tell him what he wants. If you people think that that's okay. But I would also tell you, listen to your animals.
They will tell you.
They will tell
They
you.
really would.
Yeah, listen to them.
Yeah.
You don't have to yell at them. The worst thing in the world that you to do a newspaper, if you don't do that, I'm going to use it. Oh, I actually literally grabbed that newspaper out of the guy and I said, now if you don't listen to me, I said, how do you like this? I went right up to his face. How do you like me now? And
I
knew he
don't
would
like
get it,
people
hit
who
me.
beat their animals just because they've done something
Beat
wrong.
your animals, I'm
I
gonna
know.
beat you.
I mean,
I
I
got
get
one
spoken
cat,
to when they do it.
and Norm knows. When I get one of those chickens, he'll buy me one of those chicken that's already cooked, and it's in a bag, and I'll come home, and I swear she smells it on my way into the hallway. The minute I
Not
open up,
surprised.
and she's right there, and she will jump for that bag to try to grab that chicken. Now, twice, the phone rang, I put the chicken on my table, and I keep forgetting not to leave it there. Because it was my doctor, because I had next day I see the eye doctor. What did she do? I took a picture, I showed him. Took as much chicken she could get out of that chicken. And then she gets mad, puts her ears back, and I'll say, what are you doing? I'll go like this, make believe, hit her. I said, what are you doing? And she'll look at me, and meow. And she'll put her little ears and jump down and go, meow.
Yeah,
Like
mine
she's
usually get
staring
like
at
I'm the
me.
queen. Nice try, Mom.
Yeah.
mine usually get like a light tap to their butt, not hard, just a light
Yeah,
tap.
see,
or
I
I'll
never,
Just
I
just like
never-
gently poke their nose, and be like, "What are you doing?"
She,
and
I
they'll
won't
stop.
do
I
it.
think
It
Abby
hurts
had
me
to move
more.
her.
To try. I just take my
You're in
finger
my way.
and I go like this to myself. And they'll say, I'm going to spank you this hard. And they'll look at me like, sure you are. You know?
My little chihuahua when I'm 11,
Oh,
she started
Chicky.
she started eating a lot more now than she just turned 15 in February. And I look at her now, and before she would only eat meat that we had to process it. Now she'll eat she now have a little eggs and bacon in the morning.
That's cute.
Or she'll have like
She's not
hamburger and stuff.
spoiled.
Oh no, we used to feed her. We still do once in a while with her own knife, fork, and spoon. And her own plate. We used to lay everything on the plate for her, would pick her up and feed it by hand. My daughter-in-law does that with her beagle. She feeds it by hand.
Oh, that little beagle is so cute.
Yeah, and
Such a darling.
she's very sport. You know what? If you love your animal, no, they're not children, but they are to
They
us.
are children
my
to
fur
me.
babies.
But
They're
you-
my
you know what
babies,
I
they're
mean?
my children.
One lady says to me, they're just animals, they're just dogs. I said, if you're smart, because it's against the law for me to hit you. So if you're smart, you'll come trucking down the other way.
They're my kids.
And, you know, I hate it when they go to court, oh, that's just property.
Oh, I hate that when they say that
Like
property.
someone wants custody of a dog or a cat. Well, that's just property, so, you know. They're lives, they're
Not
human
property.
beings, they have spirits. Many a times I talk to a lot of the spirits around there, you know.
They have unconditional love for you. If
So
you
They
you
treat
do,
them
how
right.
true.
Especially
And the
my,
only ones will love
separation
you.
And sometimes
And
if
then
you
come
treat
back-
them wrong, they'll still give you unconditional
Don't they?
love.
My dad used to literally beat on
Yeah.
his dog. And, you know, that dog, he was a St. Bernard. And one day I was going to my dad's house and he was going out and guess who won? It wasn't me, you know. But he loved my dog. And, my dad, I'm not sure. My dad got remarried. And, you know, and that's okay today because I would have held a lot of resentment. Well, folks, we're going to let you go. Come back again.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Okay, see, it's not that bad. See how great it was? We had a lot of fun. By the way, I want to thank you. You're probably one of the most informative persons we've ever had about the
Paranormal.
paranormal. Thank you, paranormal. I want to thank you for that because I really understand it a lot better than I ever have. I felt that you were very, very forthwith and very honest about it, and you were too, and I really want to get you going on it too. Don't you think it was quite informative?
Yes. Yes.
And folks, next week, tomorrow, Mary, Cruising with Mary will be on from 5 to 6.
Yep.
And who you got for guest?
Dick was supposed to come on, but he hurt his back.
Oh, no.
So he's in a lot of pain. So Dick, get well. And if depends on my cousin, she might be in tomorrow with me.
How's she feeling? Let's see, concern.
Yeah.
And folks, we're going to have Dan Eyes on before. He was on before. We'll have him on. And Mr. O'Brien, don't expect my vote because you're not going to get it. If you couldn't say that you couldn't make it, you know what? That makes me wonder how you run when you run for the U.S. Senate. So we'll see you all next week. Have a great time. And remember, you're all the winner.